It's just a thought, but you might be able to take that plasma inducer that I have on my playlist here, which is a carbon reclaimer, and then fan, and then electricity. So you got your electricity amplifier on it, and then up above that you got all your electricity hooked up to where it powers a compressor and an electric motor at the same time, and like tubes are coming off and blowing in one direction, and like the spinning in the same direction to push it. It's like a cupped lip. And anyway, that's you take the tritium from the batteries in here, and you make them into ovals or circles, and you put a tube through the middle of all of them, and you fill that with water, and you make the water spin inside of there, and it should like if I understand the physics correctly, it'll want to make a sun because the tritium in the water. So, but the glass is there, so it won't make a sun. Then you're projecting plasma up through it, like it's around, like the plasma's coming straight up, and it should project a plasma ball. But this is just theory. I don't know. It might not work, but it should work. But I'm thinking if you use tea, you can change the tea out, change the water out for sweet tea or just normal tea, like tea leaves boiled in water, and you spin those really fast through the tritium, and that may or may not be a completely decay-less anode for a hydrogen engine. On another note, it's the same concept, but you could use titanium, molten titanium, spin it through there, and it would do the same thing. It would make the projected shit into an anode, but because of what you're doing is you're making a magnetic field, and that's being projected upwards. And you're using a certain type of magnetic field that interacts with water, seawater, that will cause a hydrogen reaction. And then you collect the hydrogen. And that's what you got. Like my car on the playlist here, that's hydrogen, but use compressed air and a platform you juice it up, and the springs are set to a certain psi. So over that psi, it'll open up, but then it closes as the psi gets slower, so it keeps a constant psi in the chamber. And what it does is then there's 4 injectors, or you can do 8. It doesn't really matter, but you do 4 with the one I got set up in my head, and that runs a 4-stroke engine, and like the pressure shoots it in there, and then it explodes with a shot of electricity. And I mean, that should last a good while. I mean, you can get a lot of air in there. You line up, like the tank's big, like over the whole bottom of the car. It should take like 10 minutes to fill it up, like as long as it's a gas car, and then it should last a really long time with that amount of hydrogen. But that's just a thought.